Believe this, people say. At what points in the Bible, besides of course among the mockers, the scoffers, the naysayers, and those who were led by deception, at what point does the Bible say that what you believe is the standard for what true prophecy is? At what point does the Bible teach? This is an American sickness that is now extrapolated across the world, by the way. At what point does the Bible teach that it has to be a 100% accuracy, and also it has to never miss it? Where have people gotten this stuff? This video is not about examining all the reasons that people are led into falsehood concerning prophecy. Unheard of historic day, not just for me, but for all women and for America. For the first time in our nation's history, we have a female in the White House, and she's not performing another duty. She is not the Secretary of State. She is not a member of staff. She is not a part of the cabinet. She is in the top seat, the top position. She is in the Oval Office, the driver's seat. She is the President of the United States. And then the image changed, and I saw her raising one hand, and she was taking her oath of office, and Obama was standing right within that picture frame. So he was standing right there near the podium while she was taking her oath of office. And the feeling that I had as I was looking at this picture, first of all, I was telling the people on the call, you won't believe what I'm seeing. You just will not believe what I am seeing. This woman is right in front of my eyes right now, saying that she is the president, saying that it's a great day for America, and saying that she's going to take her oath. So I was telling them the vision, and there were feelings coming into my heart. And the feeling that was coming into my heart is that whether or not she was standing there taking the oath of office and, making all these words as she was confirmed, it was that there will be some kind of interruption, and that this woman will also not be able to complete the full 4-year term that she is supposed to. God says that when you see Kamala Harris coming into power, she is bringing with her some of the worst times that this nation has ever passed through. He said she will be the president of this country, and there's nothing to be done about it. Tell them it will be loss of freedom and loss of life like never before. Tell them from me that America will never be great again, and that decline and economic rot will eat this nation from the ground up like termites. So I've already covered in many prophecies that this woman would be coming, and it's in fact in the last one I said that unless something severely different was shown to me by the Lord, then these almost 8 or 9 prophecies concerning Kamala Harris would be the last one. But God was saying this woman is the first face of the new world order. Kamala Harris is a new world order president, meaning she will be the first tangible face representing the new world order system. And no matter what it looks like now, God says no matter how the coming events will be presented to America, it must be understood that this woman is not an American president. She does not serve American ideals. She is not seeking America's best interests. She's not representing American causes. She is not interested in the economic betterment or the recovery of America. She is a new world order architect, and she is serving the throne of the beast. And God says that by the time Americans recognize it, it will be too late when they wake up to the fact that this woman is not connected to this nation at all, that she has no natural sympathies in her heart, but instead she and many others that we will see coming on the power scene are all sympathetic to an entity that has already won power. America is going to end up with the reality of her first female president without a single ballot being cast for her. She will come in without hands, and the Lord says that Obama is going to be right there with her, and we will see Obama in the White House again, no matter who says that it can't happen. And God says that Obama will be controlling Kamala Harris from day one, because she is being used as a cat's paw to lay all the groundwork for the new world order, and then she will be removed herself. So I brought this in, I think it was last year, last year. The Lord and the type. And then last night, when the Lord took me aside and said, listen to my words and pay attention to what I'm saying to you, he told me that this woman will be president of America. This woman is going to be president of America no matter who doesn't like it, no matter who doesn't think it can happen, no matter who will say, well, Hillary was far more of a political animal. Hillary wanted it more. Hillary would have done anything to get it. Hillary didn't get it. She didn't get the votes. And she is a long-standing politician. That lady is a lifetime career politician. And she didn't get it. Kamala Harris is never going to get it. God says Kamala Harris is going to get it. She's going to be president no matter who likes it, no matter who believes it. And I had a ton of dreams in November during the period of the vote count. Very unorthodox for America, counting votes for almost 10 days. I kept seeing dreams such as the woman showing up and saying to me directly in my sleep, I am Kamala Harris and I'm the president of the United States. And I looked at this lady and I was like, what are you talking about? You're the president of the United States. You're not even on the ticket. You're not even eligible as to be a president. And she said, I am Kamala Harris and I am the president of the United States. And I was waking up from these dreams and saying, Lord, this is very weird. What is going on? And the Lord would just answer me and say things like, this is Kamala's election. And I was writing those things down thinking, Lord, the woman is a add-on on the ticket. She's not a major player. What do you mean it's her election? And only later would the Lord reveal that with the entry of Joe Biden into the White House, two people were going with Joe Biden. One of them was Kamala Harris and the other person is. On November the 4th, I was having dreams, I think, where I saw Kamala Harris and she was saying, I'm the president of the United States. I was thinking, what are you talking about, lady? This presidential race is between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. You're barely on the ticket. You're just an add-on, to get a certain kind of demographic and a certain type of vote. You're not the president. But she kept insisting. She said, I'm Kamala Harris and I am the president of the United States. And then from that time on, November 5th, November 7th, all the way up to, I think, the 10th, I was constantly having these dreams and the Lord kept speaking to me even when I was awake. He would say things like, Celestial, this is Kamala's election. This is Kamala's election. I'm thinking, Lord, all right, Lord. And I would jot these things down. And basically, there was a series of dreams that I had, and I will list them for you at the end, but that's just to give you context. That at the time that nobody was looking at Kamala Harris, at the time that nobody was looking at her, everybody was looking at Joe Biden. And Kamala Harris came up a lot in 2020 towards the end of the year. I dreamt of this woman saying that she's the president of the United States, and I was thinking, lady, you're not a president, you're not on the ticket, nobody's paying attention to you, you're stapled to Joe Biden, so what do you mean? And when I woke up, the Lord would say things like, this is Kamala's election. When Biden enters that White House, he's taking two people with him, Kamala Harris and Barack Obama. And now 3 years have passed and God has widened the scope and revealed the things he was talking about. And so here's the dream. I dreamt that Kamala Harris was making a speech on TV. It was a very important speech. The nation had been already told that this big speech was coming up. And so it's a nationwide address and it was being simulcast all over the world. So other nations was paying attention. However, here's the to bear. But I had a dream, and when the dream started, there was nothing in the dream. It was just God speaking to me. And this is what the Lord said. He said, Kamala Harris is the next president of the USA. Therefore, do not ask me for grace. Do not pray for mercy or ask me for grace. I will have no more mercy on the United States. She must pay for her crimes. I will not change the course of events. Joe Biden will win this election and Kamala Harris will be the president. It will be a surprise for America, a surface coup for the USA. A woman president at last, they will think, and a black one at that. The Lord said, it is a move of stunning brilliance that will anger and alienate much of the country, because even those who voted Democrat will not see this coming. This is not what they wanted for the next 4 years. However, It will give the girl power movements and the feminist agenda in this country unprecedented fuel for the fire, and a wave of insurgent women will rise across the country. Come and say to me, as if to say you're watching the wrong two names. This is not a Biden-Trump thing. This is Kamala Harris's election. And he said to me that day on the 4th, she will be the next president of the United States. And so, like I said, I didn't even understand what God was alluding to. And he finally said to me that even though this man will be declared the official winner, he is not going to be a president for long. Somehow this woman will enter into the seat and she will be sworn in. And the Lord said to me, Celestial, she will bust up this country like a hammer in a brick breaker game. Now, to the back. This is the time of Kamala Harris. A woman will be in the White House.
Love for our country and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright.
She will achieve what Hillary and others were unable to achieve, in that America will have a female president. When she receives power, she will rule as an unelected king, but there is another coming after her. Mark what I told you. During her time in office, she will bust up America. And so the Lord made some very revealing statements, and one of the statements he said is that President Trump is not going back to the White House.
News from the Decision Desk. NBC News can now project that Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin, which means he is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president.
He said that President Trump had no business in the White House the first time. And then he said that the only reason that he let President Trump get near the White House is because the alternative would have been President Hillary Clinton. If anyone has tuned into this broadcast because you expected to see me with mascara running, I don't wear makeup. I'm not wearing any mascara or anything like that. So if you expected to see me coming and saying, oh, I bow before you, people have been sending messages to me all day. Appear on the internet right now and do a live stream and repent. Appear on the internet right now and do a live stream and admit that you lied. People have actually been saying things that I have to caution you about. People are going around writing everywhere and saying, so who lied, God or Celestial? America, you do not bridle your tongue. You have absolutely no self-control. I have no problem with you calling me a liar, because you have called me a liar from the first. Even when the prophecies of the Lord fulfill, you still come and say it's a lie. It's a coincidence. It was HARP. It wasn't really an aurora. Oh, it's natural. It's supposed to happen. Oh, Iran didn't actually kill the Marines. It's just the normal flow of politics. Whatever message of the Lord that was given in 2019, 2018, 2020, 2021, when it comes to pass, America rises up like a surge anyway and says that it is a false prophecy and I am still a liar. But now a situation has occurred where many people are beating their chests like Donkey Kong. They feel so vindicated, as if to say that by the advent of what God is calling a single brick in the wall, this prophecy is called a single brick in the wall. By the advent of the turn of a single brick in a solid wall that this nation has been watching me build for the last 5 years, Americans believe that they can lift up their voice and say that the entire wall is false, that the entire wall must come down. That is a pipe dream. Not a single thing will be removed. In fact, the Lord has told me to gather every single prophecy in which I ever said the words Kamala Harris, and that
Deuteronomy 18:20 through 22. But a prophet who presumes to speak in my name anything I have not commanded, or a prophet who speaks in the name of other gods, is to be put to death. You may say to yourselves, how can we know when a message has not been spoken by Yah? If what a prophet proclaims in the name of Yah does not take place or come true, that is a message Yah has not spoken. That prophet has spoken presumptuously, so do not be alarmed.